Another sunny day. The last 2 nights I've been able to get the geese locked up in the woodshed, which means theoretically the lynx can't get at them. That's good. You'll notice now that we have actual sunlight, the south side of everything is melting. So see that little sun trap there that the ducks are eating out of or drinking out of? That's just the light bouncing off that garbage can and making a little melted spot. So that's always a good thing to know when you're gardening, is like, can you make little sun traps like that, keep things warm. Hi, Silver. The grocery store gave me a bunch of expired greens this week, so the geese have had a ton of greens. And they're spreading out on this south sunny slope. Very happy. Dia grabbed a chunk of bread here from them and was guarding it. And then I gave her some chicken, so she went to guard the chicken instead, which means the geese could eat. Another sun trap on the south side of the house. Little melty pond that they're drinking out of there. Another right here. Bouncing off that landscaping. Oh, there's a duck under there. Hi, duck. Are you nesting under that tree? Or are you just hanging out? Okay. It doesn't look like... Oh, yeah, they're nesting in that corner. Here. Would you like to see one of the very inappropriate places that they nest? Right there. So, I'm under the duck right now. It's drifting on me. And this is gravel with a little bit of organic matter over it. And that's probably a nest that the pigs or the dogs are picking the eggs out of. Now, if I stuffed this thing with straw, or this doghouse over here with straw, hi Hazard, they would probably lay in it. And then I would just have to be out here soon enough to get the eggs before the pigs or the dogs. Now, if you can see that's the outside of the carport there, with the windows that don't have frames under the deck. And there's a little door where those geese are. And there's a goose nest in there. And so I've got my first 3 goose eggs so far this year. I think one was one of the white Chinese geese, and 2 were the saddlebacks. The saddlebacks, I think, are the best, most prolific egg layers out of everyone. I've also noticed that this little brown Chinese girl here has been holding her head funny. She's the one in the back. Well, there's only one that's kind of brown, the rest are gray. But see how she's holding her head like very curled over her back? And when she raises it, she can't raise it all that high. So I think she might have been injured in the lynx attack. And be healing. The white duck healed from something very similar to that, where she couldn't raise her head properly. So hopefully she'll do okay. Oh, Thea has gone back to guarding her rolls, but that means that her chicken is unguarded. Hey Thea, where's your chicken? This is so stressful, this life, eh? bunch of ducks. And it's really starting to melt, or at least to compact. Like the snow is packing down hard when it's above zero like this during the day, and then it freezes again at night. Oh, don't want this lying around. Every feed bag comes with a bonus duck murderer, goose murderer. You can see there's nothing in there yet. No pond starting, but that's when I think of as real spring. Thea has spaced out her chicken. She has some there. One piece there. One piece over there. Don't know why she did that. It makes it harder for her to guard it. And then you can see still dripping off the top of that greenhouse. There's just a continuous pond here. So last night the geese and ducks were all locked up in there. A couple days ago, this is not fresh, that's a lynx, or that's the lynx. Decided to make a showing. Finally covered that in plastic and took down, I had cloth across it for the longest time. So just lynx proofing this more and more. I have another little piece of plastic to put on the end there. And then want to put some plastic over the door, but also under here. Because there are openings there that anything can get in if it wants. And there's a space over the door. Actually, those are probably more important. That's just a chunk of 2x6 needs to be cut up into pieces and screwed in. Meanwhile, it's mucky out here. It's quite nice in here. Chickens are having a delicious salad. Oh, there's our squirrel friend. What? Oh, he's gone. I have a pet squirrel, I guess. I mean, I feed him, so that kind of makes him a pet. There's a duck, one of the white Pekin ducks, that lays an egg every morning back there in that corner. And there's a pig that likes to sleep in this straw right here. But when I lock the geese up, he gets chased out because no one likes to be trampled by geese. And then he wanders around yawning in the middle of the night, looking very sleepy. Nice warm day. Hey, beautiful. You're very sun-colored. Oh, and that terrible... Oh, he has some white on his back, as well as the white tail feather. Makes him a very bad... example of his breed, but kind of pretty anyhow. This guy is 3 or 4 generations here. So his dad would have been a rooster that looked just like that golden one we were looking at. And his mom, his mom's mom, and his mom's mom's mom would have looked like one of these two here. either the golden or the black one. I think we started out with some, the black ones lay green eggs. Start out with the green eggs and then yeah, you're pretty. The black one in the back there is the brother of the white one up here. They're all looking very fluffy and happy, which makes me happy in turn. And with this plastic up here, it's just so much lighter in here. It's really nice. Hey, Chocolate. Hey, Chocolate. See her uncles, which is that red flesh around her eyes, is starting to grow into her feathers in the back there. So she might eventually, as she gets older, she's 5 years old now, 4 years old, she might get just a completely red, wrinkly head, which looks terrible, but she's a sweetheart. Aren't you, Chocolate? Oh yeah, I was gonna pet her, but she's not into it. Not into it. Yeah. Aren't she beautiful? And she tends to fly up and perch on my deck in the mornings. This is the white duck who was injured by the lynx, who's doing so much better. Want to show us how well you walk? Yeah, holding her head right up like that. So for the first couple days after she was injured, she was just holding her head on her back like you saw before. So if she healed, I'm really hoping that my brown Chinese goose girl will heal. Let's just see, these here are sticking, these branches sticking out of the snow are raspberries. And so they have thorns on them. And while the geese have eaten all of the leaf stalks off, they don't seem to have injured the canes at all, the branches, which is good. It means that I'll get a crop of raspberries this year, hopefully. Yeah. Feels like spring actually might come. Amazing. Well, you all have a good afternoon. I will talk to you next time.